Hi, this is Kevin from Fountain Pen Revolution, and this is going to be a short tutorial on how to fill and disassemble your FPR Jaipur fountain pen. Now, the FPR Jaipur is a piston-filled fountain pen. What that means is there's a piston inside, and when you turn the cap on the end of the pen, the piston will descend into the pen, and then when you twist the cap back clockwise, the piston will ascend, causing ink to be drawn in. So we've got some ink here. This is royal blue from the Camlin Fountain Pen Company. And what you're going to do is you're first going to start by turning your pen upside down and twisting that piston cap counterclockwise so that the piston descends into the pen. And then you're going to insert the pen in ink. Now when you do this, you need to make sure you insert the pen in ink all the way up to the plastic section, not just covering the nib and feed, but all the way up to the plastic section so it gets good section with that ink. You insert the pen into the ink up to the section and twist. You want to have a cloth handy, and then your pen is filled with ink. And I generally prefer to repeat this process 2 or 3 times, and the reason for that is if there's anything in the feed or nib that needs to be flushed out, it'll flush that out. And you'll also find that your pen will be filled a little fuller if you'll repeat this 2 or 3 times. So there you go. Now you've got a filled FPR Jaipur fountain pen that you can begin writing with. This one's a flex nib version, I think. Now, let's say you've been using your pen for a while and you want to surface it. You want to change colors of ink, or your ink has dried up inside or whatever. You want to take it apart and you want to service it and you want to clean it. Well, the good news is with the FPR Jaipur, it can be fully disassembled. It's fully clutchless, they say, which means the piston can be fully removed. So we'll take off the cap. What you'll do is you'll twist the piston until it engages at the section, and you'll feel a little more tension, but then you just continue twisting that piston cap, and with a few twists, eventually that piston cap will come completely off of the end of the pen, and you can use that. You can actually use the piston cap then to grab a hold of the piston and just pull it out. So now we can use some soapy water and a toothbrush and clean that out if we want. And then also the nib and the feed on this pen can be pulled straight out. They are friction fit. It means they just push straight in, they pull straight out. So if you have a cloth lying around or maybe some rubber sheeting, you grab a hold of that nib and feed and just pull straight out. Again, you can take your soapy water and a toothbrush, clean those up real good. Then you simply realign the nib and feed, insert them back into the pen and push them in tight. Take that piston cap and piston knob, insert that back into the pen the same way you took it out, twist it clockwise, and there you go. Your FPR Jaipur is reassembled.